Hey, what's up YouTube, JayDub here. Before I get started with this video, just like to ask anybody who hasn't checked out my interview with Ring of Honor wrestler Rhett Titus to go ahead and click that link below. Check it out. He sounded a little bit tipsy, but you know, he was pretty cool, and the interview was funny, informative, all of that good stuff. And we have one coming up on the PWTR show with the former TNA star, so hopefully you guys check that out in the upcoming Wednesday episode, all that good stuff. And in the meantime, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, and you just happen to be watching this video, go ahead and click that yellow button over there. Thanks. Let's go on to Extreme Rules, because I have something to say about this pay-per-view. I have no doubt that this pay-per-view will be the worst WWE pay-per-view of this year. And why am I getting a fucking call? Oh, God. Jesus. Moving on. Anyway, I have no doubt that this pay-per-view will be the worst pay-per-view that WWE has put on this year, and it may even be on TNA levels, you know, because the big thing that sticks out to me is these repeat matches. I know some people might type in the comment section, oh, well, you said if you see a match a million times, and if you see it that million and first time, that, you know, if it's a good match, then you won't care. But the thing is, if a track record develops and the matches the first time sucked, you have no other choice but to think that the next match is going to suck, and the next match after that is going to suck, and the next match after that is going to suck. Because when you look at things like, okay, let's just go down a list of all of the repeat matches. Randy Orton versus Batista, saw that at Judgment Day. Edge versus Jeff Hardy, saw that at Judgment Day. John Cena versus The Big Show, Judgment Day. Rey Mysterio versus Chris Jericho, Judgment Day. CM versus Umaga, that's 5 matches we all saw on Judgment Day. And if you want to count the ECW Championship match, Christian versus Jack Swagger versus Tommy Dreamer, we saw Christian versus Jack Swagger at Judgment Day. But yeah, I guess since they threw Tommy Dreamer in there, I guess it's okay. But whatever. So on the basis right there, that's 5 repeat matches that we've seen. 2 of those matches, which is going to be the high-profile matches of the card, Randy Orton versus Batista, John Cena versus The Big Show, they absolutely and totally, completely sucked at Judgment Day. And WWE booking these matches and throwing gimmicks on them, it's the equivalent of you seeing a big pile of crap on the ground, and you're like, oh, what? Is that crap? You know, why is this crap on the ground right here? And somebody goes to throw rose petals on a pile of crap, and they're like, what crap? I don't smell anything. What is that? And you know, they're basically trying to play you for a damn fool. And yeah, well, I'm telling the WWE right now, I smell shit. And hopefully you guys watching this video right now, hopefully you guys smell it also, because WWE, they're basically like, these matches totally and completely sucked at Judgment Day, but we're going to throw gimmicks on these matches and hopefully nobody will notice. Well, like I said, I notice and I smell the crap. I'm not anticipating this pay-per-view at all. You know, if something happens to come up Sunday night, 8 p.m., I'm not going to be breaking my neck to run back and watch this pay-per-view. You know, the best match of the night will probably be the United States Championship match. Kofi Kingston MVP, William Regal, Matt Hardy, Fatal 4-Way. Kofi Kingston MVP put on a show this last episode of Raw. It was the highlight of the show, their match with Kofi Kingston winning the United States Championship. So, you know, I'm expecting him to retain this championship. And I haven't even, talking about how much this is going to suck, how much this pay-per-view is going to suck, I haven't even mentioned the and I sound like Scooby-Doo, Miss WrestleMania. The Miss WrestleMania match, Vickie Guerrero versus Santina, Marella, and a hog pin match. WWE, when they do these comedy bits, these comedy skits and everything, you very rarely get those matches in these skits where you're bawling out laughing and LOLing and all of that stuff. It's either you get a couple of chuckles and then, you know, a minute later you're like, I wish they would get the hell off of my TV, and you know, or you know, it's just totally and completely lame and cheesy and all of that good stuff. And when you look at Miss WrestleMania title, which is a joke title in itself, Vickie Guerrero and then Santina, which is Santino dressed in drag, when this is like A times X plus B equals C, you know, those math equations and everything, you know. When you add all this stuff together, A times X plus B equals C, that C stands for cheesy, and I have no doubt that this will be cheesy. And this whole pay-per-view, like I said, it may be on TNA levels. So, yeah, I'm not anticipating this at all. And SmackDown tonight, you know, I guess this was my salvation, you know, the only good bit of wrestling I'm going to see this whole week, because I didn't watch TNA because I'm wrapped up in The Sims 3. I just like downloaded that on my computer. I'm wrapped up in that and everything. I totally missed Impact, and then when I realized I missed Impact, I wasn't breaking my neck to go jump and see it, but I did see the replay of Superstars. It was a couple of good things on there, but move back to this episode of SmackDown. We had a pretty good Divas match. Alicia Fox, Michelle McCool, Layla versus Melina, Gail Kim, Eve Torres. Layla ends up getting the pin over the women's champion, Melina. That was a good point of the show. Bad point of the show, Great Khali, Dolph Ziggler match. After the match, JR goes to say, you know, Dolph Ziggler, he's going to see a couple of championships in the near future on SmackDown. This is a great chance to let everybody know how talented and how great Dolph Ziggler is after you have him in a fucking squash match, and basically him getting squashed by the Great Khali, you know, in an irrelevant match and an irrelevant feud. So that was a low point. This is where I'll end this video. This is a pretty quick interview, you know, shorter than what I usually do. Hopefully you guys view it, rate, comment, all of that good stuff. Peace out.